I knew I was in trouble the moment I saw the new fence. Not just any fence, thick black iron bars welded into a gate that sliced across the only road connecting my ranch to the county highway. One morning, freedom. The next, I was boxed in like some kind of prisoner, and standing on the other side of that gate, grinning like she'd just won the lottery, was the president of the Oak Mill HOA, clipboard in hand, ready to ruin my life. My name's Marcus Finley. I've been a rancher on this stretch of land for 6 years. Quiet years, with nothing but my horses and the steady rhythm of ranch life. I minded my business, kept to my land, and figured the HOA types would do the same. But Oak Mill kept creeping closer. And Chloe Osborne, mid-50s, platinum blonde bob, oversized sunglasses, always smelling something rotten even when she wasn't decided one day that my land was her business. That gate wasn't just ugly. It was illegal. I built that road. I paid to maintain it. But Chloe had the gall to look me straight in the eye and say, "The board voted unanimously. This is for community safety. Community safety." By trapping me behind steel bars. I remember my fists curling tight as I asked, "You fenced in my property. You've lost your damn mind." She flipped her clipboard open like it was gospel. "Revised boundaries, Mr. Finley. The road now falls under our jurisdiction. Rules are rules." And then came the smirk, the kind that makes your blood boil. I didn't shout. I didn't swing. I just turned around, got in my truck, and drove the 40-minute detour through the woods, gravel crunching under my tires, every bump hammering the thought deeper they think they can trap me. They forgot I'm not the kind of man who takes kindly to cages. 3 days later, I was at the county clerk's office flipping through dusty records until my fingers turned black with paper dust. And that's when I saw it. The land under that gate didn't belong to Oak Mill at all. It belonged to a defunct development company that went bankrupt 3 years earlier, and the county was about to sell it off in a tax auction. I didn't think twice. I bought it all of it, the quarter-acre strip of dirt and asphalt that held their precious gate. By the next morning, I owned the land they were standing on. I showed up in my truck, deed in hand, envelope tucked under my arm. Chloe was there again, sipping coffee with her board members like it was brunch at the country club. "Morning," I said, casual as could be. "Guess what I bought yesterday?" She barely looked up. "Whatever it is, I doubt it concerns us." That's when I pulled the deed from the envelope and said, "I own the land this gate sits on. Filed with the county, stamped and sealed. You're standing on my property." Her jaw twitched, her lips pinched tight, and one of the board guys puffed up his chest like he was about to fight. I held up the parcel map. "Your surveyor misread the zoning overlay. This strip was never yours, and now it's mine." Her voice cracked sharp. "You can't just seize control of our access point. That's obstruction." I laughed in her face. "Obstruction is what you did when you blocked a public access road without a permit. The fire marshal isn't too happy about that, by the way. Neither is the county road supervisor." The color drained from her cheeks, but she doubled down anyway, hissing, "You're making this personal." And I shot back, calm as ever, "No. You did that the moment you tried to trap me on my own land." It felt good to win that round, but HOA types don't go down clean. The next night, someone dumped a pile of gravel across the old service road, my only backup exit. Tire tracks led straight back to Oak Mill. I called the sheriff. Deputy Langston showed up, tall man, calm as a rock. "Deliberate obstruction," he said. "That's a problem." I told him I had cameras. Multiple angles. Footage backed up. 2 days later, he confirmed that the truck belonged to a landscaping company Oak Mill had hired. At 9 at night, dropping gravel in the dark. "We're recommending charges," Langston told me. "Criminal mischief. Reckless endangerment." But the harassment didn't stop. I came out one morning to find my well pump dead. Not a fuse sabotage. Wires cut clean, grounding lines snipped like a surgeon had done it. Someone wanted me without water. That night I sat in my kitchen staring at the dark fields outside, wondering if it was worth it. Maybe I should pack up, sell the land. Let them win. I could feel the fear creeping in, whispering that I was outnumbered, that I couldn't fight a whole board and their money and their lawyers. I remember thinking, maybe they're right. Maybe I should just bow out. But then I looked out the window at my horses. They shifted nervously in the pasture, ears flicking, bodies tense. They were depending on me. This land was mine, and giving it up meant admitting that people like Chloe could bulldoze anyone too quiet to fight back. I wasn't ready to live with that kind of surrender. And just when I thought I'd hit the wall, the break came. A journalist from Austin called, said she'd been digging. She'd found forged maintenance logs, HOA paperwork claiming road repairs that never happened signed off by a contractor who'd been dead for 2 years. Dead. I read every line, every forged entry, and I felt my blood burn hotter with every word. They hadn't just tried to bully me. They'd lied to the county faked records and used it to trap me. That was the turning point. I handed it all to my lawyer, and suddenly this wasn't just a civil spat anymore. This was fraud. Criminal. The county came down hard. Subpoenas, raids, laptops seized. Deputies hauling out boxes of files while board members stood on the curb, pale as chalk. And when Chloe finally got cuffed, charged with fraud, conspiracy, trespassing, I didn't cheer. I just watched, arms crossed, boots planted steady. She looked at me once as they led her out. Not angry, not even hateful, just stunned. Like she couldn't fathom how a man she thought was silent and weak had beaten her. The truth is, she mistook quiet for weakness. She thought a clipboard and a fake smile made her invincible. But the law doesn't bend for people like her, not forever. I didn't need to shout. I didn't need to fight dirty. All I needed was patience, the truth, and the will to see it through. And that's how the mighty HOA president of Oak Mill Estates fell, taken down not by fists or fury, but by her own greed and lies. Power unchecked always rots.